Welcome back, viewers, to another news review time here on Jamono Media and Products. We now begin with our headlines. National Assembly members demand better labor law to end exploitation of workers. Man found dead at Stadium Hotel who was the GCCI staff. Transport union calls off strike. National Assembly member clashes with Speaker over calls for Adama Barrow to appear on Monday. Those were the headlines. We now have the news in detail. Member of Parliamentarians has called on the government to amend the Gambian Labour Act and better regulate labour issues to address the inadequacies that promote the exploitation of Gambian workers. The National Assembly members made this suggestion to the Justice Minister, Honorable Dauda Jallo, who represented the yet-to-be-appointed Minister of Trade to table a motion for members to consider and ratify the instrument for the amendment of the Constitution of the International Labour Organization's 1986. In his submission, Fonyi Binta Independent National Assembly member Honorable Bakari K. Baji criticized the minister for ignoring the plight that we are representing the people. Most of time, these international matters are there to benefit people who travel out there to receive their per diems and other benefits. Our workers are suffering day in and day out, but do not ever stand to rectify our Ancient Labour Act. People work here all their lives and they cannot achieve anything meaningful. In fact, some of them even paid, but they are not talking about that, and you want them to amend this for your benefit. Let us go and consider our Labour Act first before we come to this. We should look at the broader interest of the people and not our selfish interest, National Assembly Baji told the Attorney General. Member for Lower Badibu Kemo Gassama lamented that there have increased cases of exploitation of workers in the Gambia, especially those exploited by foreign investors and businesses, while accusing the government for not doing much to protect these workers. The young man who was found dead in a hotel room from grave wounds was a staff of the Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry. The man, identified as Mamadou Lamarana Jallo, was an IT officer at the chamber. Police were called to the Friendship Hotel of the Independent Stadium early morning where the dead man was discovered. A lady believed to have the connection with the man was immediately arrested as part of the investigation. The reports further said Mr. Jallo was due to fly out for overseas studies. Police, who did not name the suspect, said they have started investigations into the matter. The suspect is in her mid-20s and she was said to be in a relationship with the victim. Police spokesperson Cadet ASP Bintanjai told the Standard. They are investigating the matter, and once it is beyond the preliminary stage, they should communicate to the public. The body is said to be taken to the Edward Francis Motichin Hospital for a post-mortem. Meanwhile, the GCCI released a statement after the incident. The chamber said the GCCI regrets to announce the demise of Mamadou Lamarana Jallo. Mr. Jallo was the IT officer of the chamber since 2018 and has been committed and exceptionally dedicated to his work. MLJ, as he was fondly called by his peers, was an exceptional youth who thrived academically and professionally at an early age. He was a pious Muslim admired by family, friends and colleagues. May his soul rest in eternal peace. The Gambia Transport Union has now called off the industrial action embarked upon by the union on the 12th September 2022. The union announced that the decision has been reached upon intervention by various institutions and individuals. Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Supreme Islamic Council National, Gambia Rights Commission, Tango, Gambia Press Union, Peace Ambassadors, and individuals in and outside the country. Their decision is prompted by the concern brought forward by these key stakeholders, the fact that the strike action continues to adversely impact the lives and livelihoods of the public, particularly their precious customers, and because the transport sector plays a significant role in the socio-economic development of the country. Today, on the 15th of September 2022, they were able to reach a common ground with the government of the Gambia through the Ministry of Transport, Works and Infrastructure. A communique has been signed to show the commitment of all parties to ensuring a win-win for all. They would like to take this opportunity to express their sincere apology to their esteemed customers for the challenges they underwent over the past few days. They would also like to take this opportunity to assure all drivers that their welfare is the priority of the union, the Gambia Transport Union said. The National Assembly member for Badibu Central clashed with the Speaker over his calls for the President to be summoned to appear at the National Assembly on Monday to respond to members' questioning on his state of the nation interest. Shortly after President Adama Barrow delivered his long address, the Badibu Central NAM, Suleiman Saho, reacted. He wanted to move a motion for your respected office to use its discretion to summon the President to attend the National Assembly deliberation on the State of Nation address next Monday. As they move towards building their newfound democracy, it will give them the opportunity to directly engage the President on issues of national interest. But responding to this Badibu Central National Assembly member submission, the Speaker, Honorable Fabakary Tombanjata, overruled the submission, saying it didn't follow due process. You raised points of order based on parliamentary procedural matter, but this is not a point of order but submission. Speaker Jata charged. Commotion then erupted as the lawmaker insisted that his point of order followed parliamentary procedure and that the Speaker should hear him out. The National Assembly insisted, but the Speaker would not listen and asked him to sit down. However, the National Assembly member insisted that the Speaker should have asked him to kindly sit down because he is an honorable member and deserves to be accorded respect by the Speaker. This is an honorable house. You cannot ask me to sit down. You should tell me to kindly sit, Honorable Saho contested. The Speaker then asked him to please sit down before adjourning the sitting to next Monday for the deputies to debate on the President's State of the Nation address. Those were the stories. Thank you for joining us with your presenter, Maria McGillan. Do have a wonderful weekend ahead.